Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel here today. Today we're doing a bit of a different thing, and it's a video that's probably been a long time coming. It's a Patreon launch. Let's just call it what it is. I'm launching a Patreon, everybody. And before I start anything else, this is uncomfortable areas for me personally. I'm not used to trying to sell myself like that, and it's probably something I need to be better about overall in all aspects of my life. It makes me nervous. It makes me uncomfortable. So in order to make myself less uncomfortable, I've kind of written at least a loose script ahead of time, just trying to talk through a few things, right? So, yeah, for a start, what is a Patreon? I'm pretty sure that this is redundant, but I'll go through it anyway, just so people know. A Patreon is a kind of third party thing next to any creative endeavor, really, which helps with monetization. Monetization on the internet, especially through internet based content, is I guess, random. It's randomized, right? And if you're trying to, again, make money off of that in a consistent fashion, you're kind of beholden to the algorithm and everything else, which personally makes me pretty uncomfortable. Patreon provides stability, it provides a platform for fans of something, passionate people for something, to put their money to something that they really enjoy and reap some benefits from it, right? It's essentially crowdfunding, but kind of like a monthly thing. Again, we'll go through it in more detail when I get the page up, but why for this channel? And again, these notes here are more for me. Justify. Justify is such a weird word there. Why should I have to justify this? But again, it's how I kind of feel, right? So let's get personal for a bit. I don't get personal on the channel a whole lot, but I'm 26 and I've got a degree in accounting, which is weird. Don't ask me about it. And I'm not currently working in accounting. I'm working in something that is way lower on the wage scale, let's say. I've said it's retail before, and yeah, it's retail, and not the good kind. I'm thankful that I live in Australia that has a pretty good little minimum wage and a pretty good retail award and that kind of thing, which kind of supports me. But other than that, not a lot of money's coming in overall, right? I'm living with my roommate. He owns the place. I'm just paying rent. And I would like to think you've noticed that I'm at least kind of smart. At least a little bit. I would like to think I am. I did well at school and stuff. But again, I just didn't really vibe with what I studied at school, which again is my entire problem. So, hey, I'm at a kind of turning point, being 26, right? I need to start to choose what I want to do. And I'm unsure what. I've done this channel for quite a long time. It was something that originally was just a hobby, but now I want to maybe turn it into a little bit of extra income. I don't know. So if I keep doing my job that I normally do, my full-time job, as well as maybe this Patreon, it justifies me keeping on making videos in the way I am instead of pursuing other avenues in my career, whether it's moving into management where I already am, or going back to school and studying something else. And again, I just think it's time. It's time that I put my money where my mouth is a little bit. If I really am committed to this and I'm literally working on this channel every day, then I'd like to have some kind of recompense there. I think that's fair enough. Recently, I put ads on my video for the same reason. You can't put ads on your stuff unless you're a shorts channel, which is weird, until 1,000 subs. So I've recently put ads on my videos. I've made sure there's no mid-roll ads across the board. If you see a mid-roll ad, please tell me, because again, having timer-based content and mid-roll ads would ruin everything. So no mid-roll ads, just ads at the start and the end. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The other major reason is I want to reinvest in the channel. I've got kind of my headset's falling apart in spots and my microphone has never sounded particularly good. My webcam, it gets a little bit grainy sometimes. I'm not in love with the shot that you're seeing right now, right? I'm not in love with this camera angle all the time. I would like it to change. I'm not in love with maybe hearing that person doing the lawn outside. I'm not in love with my editing software. I'm using Sony Vegas 14. It's not great. So again, a little bit of extra money helps me justify purchases towards the channel to produce better stuff. I would also like to provide a better service for my picture-in-picture content. At the moment, it's BitChute, which is great. It's done me well up to this point. But the thing about BitChute is the videos can not be above 2 gigs, something like that. Less? I forget. They have a certain file limit, which is why they're so, I guess, condensed down and then provided a service that looks like shit. So again, I'd like them to not look like shit. I've looked into a few things to host it, but they all cost money. So whether it be, I guess, Pixel Drain or Mega or any other file sharing service where you can actually get the full file, it costs money. So again, if I'm making money on the channel, I can justify such a purchase. I think Mega in particular is like $160 a year at its lowest pro level, which is what I would need for my services. Yeah, $160 a year is something that I can't really afford all the time at the moment. And I want to get more creative with videos, and I think having a Patreon and having a basis there helps me experiment more. Say, if I wanted to make a video essay or extra series on something, fun tier lists, stuff like that. Having a base where this content is going to be provided to somebody for some amount of money is a great thing to have. It's like a little safety net. But again, I feel like that's enough justification. Let's talk about the, I guess, actual practical stuff. What is changing? Almost nothing for everybody that just wants to watch the channel as normal. There will still be the same amount of videos every week. They'll still come out at the same time. If anything, they'll come out earlier because I'm going to be 1 week ahead on Patreon, if that makes any sense. So the videos are just going to premiere when they premiere, which is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, something like that. So that's pretty cool. I say almost nothing because there's one thing that does change. It's the comments. So if I am 1 week ahead, I can't read the comments on videos, I guess. The justification being here that, hey, if you're a Patreon, the videos are still going to be hosted on YouTube. It'll be unlisted. And hey, if you click into that and leave a comment, it's going to be read in the next video. So comments are almost becoming a Patreon exclusive thing. It should also help with, I guess, the timing of videos and that kind of thing. So comments should be shorter. Comment sections in general. Maybe I can do something like a Discord highlight thing. So certain Discord members can provide posts. I've had some particularly good ones for Utena that I've highlighted in the past, so maybe a direction we could go. And I guess that goes into the next section before I explain anything else, which is very similar to what I was just talking about. Before I go any further, everything here is subject to change. This is the first time I'm using this, and it's a testing ground for new ideas in a lot of ways as well. I'll bring up the page. I've made a profile picture, a little icon. I'm not sure if I like it yet. Something I threw together in 2 seconds, but it's something. I've got a new cover image up there. And again, new ideas, new video ideas through Patreon will probably happen, that kind of thing, right? I've always prided the channel on being collaborative. I've really liked the comments with the audience. That's why I've kept it for such a long time, even when they get up to half an hour sometimes. It's something I really enjoy. I value the opinions of others that choose to watch my opinions, right? And respond to them and provide fun time codes and that kind of thing. It's really cool. So again, if you are a patron or if you're not, I'm very, very open about what I'm doing. Hit me up on Discord, hit me up anywhere, and I'll provide some kind of context. I'm very, very open and available for any types of comments, criticism, anything else on the subject. But hey, what do I get if I join up? I think it's best if I just bring us over to the Patreon page and then we can have a look at that. So I haven't launched this thing yet, so this button's a little bit weird and that kind of thing. I think you can join for free, but there's also the tiers where all the actual content is going to be. So yeah. Anyway, you'll see here is I've got a cover image. I'm not in love with the Utena part here, but I'm thinking about swapping this around for whatever series I'm doing at the time. As you can see right now, it's, Delicious in Dungeon, Hibika Euphonium, and Revolutionary Goat Utena, who are the 3 series I'm going through at the moment. With this logo here, threw this together in 2 seconds. I'm very open for people to make me a logo as well, if you want to, because I have no creative bones in my body when it comes to actually drawing the art. I could just talk about it for 3 hours at a time. So again, I've kind of gone through a lot of this intro stuff already. I won't reiterate myself, but there's a little bit of a written portion of basically what I've said already in this video. What I'd like to do with the Patreon, I guess the mission statement, if you want to get all businessy about it. But most importantly, let's go to the tier, right? Got a nice Kaon GIF. Again, kind of a placeholder, but anyway, we like Kaon. And right now I have 1 tier. This is what I mean, again, collaborative process. I'm not sure if I should have a larger tier yet. So I've looked at some other ones. Normally they'll have a $1 tier and that'll get you into the Discord. Discord's free for everybody, just hop in whenever you want. I've got links out there. It'd be tedious to go back and delete said links and change stuff, so sure. I've seen some other ones as well where you go a higher tier, maybe at $15 a month, and you get some exclusive rights and that kind of thing. I haven't added any such thing yet. If I was to add something, it would probably be something in the realm of, hey, you're going to get extra stuff on polls. You can you know, absolutely dictator something onto a poll and make sure it's a small poll and that kind of thing. Again, I've got a few ideas there, but again, like, I don't think it'd be worth the money here at this point, and I'm not trying to rip anybody off. So let's again talk through what I actually do have here, which is the 1 tier, 1 week early access tier. Access to my anime reaction series 1 week early. That's 3 videos a week. This is once a month. That means you pay $6 US essentially, and you get 12 videos a week. Oh, 12 videos a week, 12 videos a month early, right? I should say at the moment when I launch this, I am endeavoring to have extra stuff for every single one of my series already up there. Maybe there might be a little bit of a delay, but I'm endeavoring to launch this with, hey, I'm going to have Utena episodes 24 and 25, because 24 is a freaking recap episode. I didn't know that. I've got episode 1 of the TV anime season 3 of Hibeke Euphonium, and I've got episodes 2 and 3 of Delicious in Dungeon. They should already be all there ready to go. That is what I'm endeavoring to do anyway. This will obviously start as of me getting patrons, but there will be a little shout out at the start of reaction series, right? It'll just be a normal kind of credit scroll, maybe as I'm just kind of introing the video and, you know, telling people about it. Again, I don't know how many are actually going to be there. It may be 1 name, it may be 10 names, it may be more. I don't know. Again, it's hard to talk about this one at this time as well. I'm expecting to have a special Discord role. You're going to have a sick, different colored name. Pretty awesome, because everyone's grey naming at the moment, which is kind of crazy. I'm thinking red. Red's a cool color. So everyone can be red. Something like that, as well as, hey, if you have that special Discord role, it's easy to check against the next thing, right? Which is extraordinary voting privileges on anime polls. Patrons will have a special link to the poll only available through Patreon, where they will vote through the same poll as everybody else, only their scores will be counted twice as much. So for every 1 vote on the poll that you would normally have, you would now have 2. So if you're paying me, you should have more say in what I'm watching, but not entirely all the say. I don't know. I'm trying to strike a happy medium there. Maybe twice is too little, maybe 3 times is a little bit more necessary there, but again, it's a work in progress, as I've said. So as I said before, there should be content up there ready to go for you guys already once I make this thing public, and you guys can buy it if you want to. Give me money and you can have more content early, as well as a few other privileges. Again, very early after this video is uploaded, things will be a little bit weird. I'm still trying to get it all together. It's the first time I've done this. Again, very open and honest through Discord. As long as I'm awake, at me, hit me up, and I'll respond, and I'll try to fix things. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, thanks for watching, and I guess, yeah, it's uncomfortable for me sometimes to try and sell myself. So I'm happy that I did it here today, and I hope it comes across okay. And again, don't feel any need at all if you are in a similar position to me, or worse, to pay me. Don't do that. I am fine. I'm fine. I am fine. So yeah, please just use some judgment there and that kind of thing. If you need the money, you need the money. But yeah, thanks for watching and stuff, and there'll be links in the description below for that stuff if you want to pursue it. So thanks, I guess. All the videos will be out normally. Okay, bye. Weird video, sorry.